Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Just a quick announcement, so go ahead and follow me on patreon.com/bow-and-arrow-tarot to be part of the draw for the Dreams of Gaio tarot deck giveaway. This deck is going to be given away on August 15th by a random draw of all of my patrons over on Patreon. And all I ask for is just $1 a month donation from you all on that site to help me be able to get more of these tarot decks and oracle decks and do more unboxings and reviews and giveaways. All right. But for right now, thank you so much, and on to the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to look at the weekly reading for the sign of Leo, our beautiful fire element of Leo. I'm switching up the weekly format for the readings, and you'll see, but we're going to go ahead and get out multiple readings now for the week so that maybe we have some more scenarios that are going to resonate with more of you out there. So today we're going to pull out 3 of your Romance Angel Oracle cards rather than 2. And you guys can sound off below. Let me know how you like this format of reading for the week, if this resonates with you or not. We're going to pull out your first one is calling in your soulmate, Leo. Make sure this, all right, focuses. Then we've got finances and career play a part in your love life for some of you. And then we have love yourself first, all right? So I'm pulling out 3 cards because you could be resonating with one or all of these cards this week in your love life or in various relationships, really, right? And we're also going to pull out your spirit animal cards for the week. Now, these are the spirit animal elements of who you may be dealing with this week in love and in relationships, right? And I'm pulling these cards for the weeklies as well because it'll give you a better understanding of, you know, who we are referring to in these readings, who we're talking about, what person the relationship is with. It'll be able, you'll be able to narrow it down a bit more, and then we can look at the spirit animal that is kind of working with these individuals, right? So let's pull out your 3 spirit animals. Upside down. We have fire energy of hyena. Interesting. Some of you are dealing with this kind of fire element. Water energy frog. Water elemental. And we have another water, the otter. Some of you are dealing with the otter. And I think, honestly, I'm going to put the otter over here under calling in your soulmate. I think the frog belongs with love yourself first, and then hyena is going to be finances and career. Okay, so that's how that's going to work out. The otter is so beautiful. Upside down triangle like that is water element. Otters are so lovely and tender. They're very much lovable animals. They mate for life. They're very cuddly. They like to sleep with their mate very close. So the otter energy is somebody who wants to be very close. Somebody who wants to be very cuddly with you this week. Some of you are really calling in your soulmate this week, Leo. This is beautiful. I myself am a Leo moon, and this is really, I do resonate a lot of times with the Leo readings. And this is just really a sweet card or sweet person that you're dealing with this week. They're quite direct. They're very joyful and playful and contented. Some of you may also be resonating with the otter as well. I know, Leo, you're fire energy and otter is water, but you may be resonating with this element. Anyway, we're talking about spirit animals here, and so, sometimes we resonate with spirit animals that come from different elements, but this beautiful otter is really kind of like giddy with life. He's not doubting anything. He's not worried or skeptical. He's very enthusiastic, and it's like, this is perfect. If you're calling in your soulmate, if you Leos out there have met somebody that just makes you feel like this, then this is certainly beautiful soulmate energy. And then we have hyena, which is fire energy, interestingly enough. And certainly hyena is going to be, it's just like we say, you know, laughing hyenas. Hyenas are very funny. They're very witty. They're very sarcastic. They can be quite biting. They're the jokester, the crowd pleaser, right? They love to be in a crowd. You know, hyenas do run in packs. But hyenas can be quite underneath the surface, maybe not resentful, but like sad, I want to say uncontented. The hyena relies on humor. So this is the person who kind of hides behind their humor, but really they're quite miserable or they're quite sad. They feel a low self-esteem, right? But they mask it. A lot of times it can be resentments as well. A person with hyena energy can harbor a lot of resentments that they, again, hide behind humor and sarcasm. So some of you may be dealing with a fire sign that's kind of emitting that kind of energy. And it could be that your finances are taking a hit because of it. It could be that you're dealing with an ex who is quite, resentful or maybe a little bit vindictive, you know. And the hyena isn't really dark or nefarious energy, but it can turn that way or it can come off that way. It really depends on how kind of resentful they are, right, and how hurt they are. But they can only get but so bad, because anybody who can have a sense of humor, right? So love, you know, humor comes from love, you know, because it comes from wanting to make people laugh and be happy. So I feel more like this hyena character is just quite sad and hurt. And maybe you hurt them, Leo. Maybe you hurt their feelings, you know. And then we have frog energy. And frog, I love the frog because the frog is the great rainmaker. He brings the water, even though he has earth energy. Water energy, I'm sorry. Even though he's an earth creature, though, right? He's water energy, but he doesn't live in the water. Frogs, you know, they're in the water all the time, but they're earthly kind of creatures, right? And so, but they bring the rain. Wherever they're at, they're where it's wet. They're where it's rainy. They're close to the river. And so the frog is a great rain maker in a sense, right? And rain cleanses and it heals. The frog energy is all about healing. It's about bringing emotions to bear that need to be healed. Feeling your emotions, right? Rejuvenating, cleansing. But the thing is, frog can be sometimes overworked. So the frog is that one, like, almost like that Florence Nightingale, right? They come to heal everybody else around, but oftentimes the frog can need to heal itself. And that's interesting. We have love yourself. So first, love yourself first. So that's quite interesting that some of you as well this week may resonate with the frog energy in terms of yourself. So these elements, you could be resonating with them in terms of your own identity this week, or they could be resonating with you in terms of describing the personalities of the individuals that you're dealing with in your relationships this week. Now we're going to get right into the multiple readings. I'm just going to pull out several 3-card spreads, and we're going to look at multiple scenarios for you guys this week, Leo. And I chose this layout and spread because I felt like it would certainly give more opportunities and more scenarios for you to resonate with. And we're going to keep them quite to the point and simple and succinct. All right. So what's going on with our lovely Leos? We want messages to come in for all of our Leos who are paying attention to this video for this next coming weeks. Show me. All right, first out we have 5 of Wands. We have a 6 of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. All right, so some of you this week are dealing with a lot of power struggles. You're dealing with individuals you're dealing with a lot of bickering, right? 5 of Wands is a lot of bickering. It's a lot of arguing. It's a lot of one-upmanship. But then a victory comes through and an opportunity. a victory comes through and an opportunity for you to protect everything that you have been working for. So this is certainly finances and career. So for some of you this week, you're going to be dealing very heavily with finances. You may have been working or arguing with somebody over finances. This could be arguing with someone over a raise or a promotion, a change in career. It could be an argument over money in the family, what have you. But what comes out later on at some point this week is the Six of Wands. And Six of Wands is all about a little victory that happens, a little victory that gives you some vindication, right? And then here you go, you come right back into your Queen of Pentacles energy, which is all about protecting what you've acquired, what you've made for yourself. You know, the garden that you've made for yourself. Part of it is part of your role is protecting it, nourishing it, right? And so it's like, you know, you were worried about protecting your finances, your status, because you were having these power struggles here. But you have a victory this week, guys. And this is coming out because this is a relationship, love and relationship reading for the week. So one of you out there, or some of you out there, are having a relationship right now that is dealing with money, right? This power struggle, whoever this relationship is with this power struggle, it could be a family member, it could be a boss. It doesn't have to be a lover relationship, but it's very important for some of you, certainly. But you come out on top and you maintain your status. All right, next reading out is, all right, so some of you, oh wow, we have Aries, Emperor energy, Chariot, and Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you are certainly coming in with an Aries. So this is quite beautiful. Some of you are calling in your soulmate. You may be dealing with an Aries, guys. Emperor energy is Aries energy. And then you have the Chariot. So you're about to start a beautiful new chapter in your life. And it feels like you might be calling this Aries in, or this Aries sort of energy person in. To be a part of that, right? Now, part of the issue though here also is that there is an issue of like really being very present, working very hard, having some boundaries, right? Having some boundaries here. You know, Eight of Pentacles is all about buckling down, being disciplined, and working towards a focus, right? And I think for some of you, you're about to start something really new in your life. This new chapter in your life may be about your career or your passions, right? But you want to bring your person with you. You're calling in your soulmate. And so this week, there may be some conversations with your individual about this, because you're also loving yourself first. And I think for some of you, you're realizing that discipline comes in all forms. And if you really want to succeed, right, you're going to have discipline in a lot of ways. That means you can't, you know, you can't forego your goals for somebody else if they're not willing to come with you. You're certainly in the middle of, or about to take a journey with the Chariot. So, you know, I would say that this week is about talking to your person, loving yourself first, certainly. But for some of you, this Aries is certainly a soulmate, and you need to have this conversation with them. About what's going on, about this, you know, about what's happening in your life and these changes and this journey you're about to take, and the fact that you want to take them with you. All right, so next up we have a Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, and Seven of Wands. So again, that's interesting. Finances and career are coming up quite a lot in the readings this week for you guys, Leo. Six of Pentacles talks about being in a position where you're quite balanced with your finances. You have enough coming in that you can help others. Not that you're entirely rich, but you have abundance coming in, and you feel like you want to be charitable and helpful. Six is a number for harmony, journeys to harmony. And so Six of Pentacles talks about being in a really good place in your life where you desire to help others through your finances and through your status. You may be a benefactor, you may be doing charity work, right? And you feel really, really good about it. There is the Three of Pentacles. So some of you are working in a project with someone. And you may be working with this hyena character, right? This person is very funny. But again, the hyena does tend to hide self-esteem issues or other issues sometimes, right? And so some of you may be working in a partnership with someone And you're finding yourself then with the Seven of Wands situation. Seven of Wands is where you have to defend yourself, right? You have to defend your position. You have to defend what's going on, what you're working on, what what you're standing behind. You can see her there. She's like ready to take everyone on. So it could be that for some of you, you've been working with someone like a hyena personality. They may have been keeping some things from you, and this week it's all going to come out. You're going to find yourself in a position where you may have to do some work. You may be finding out that you guys, example, maybe you guys owe someone money, or maybe you're behind on a project, right, that this hyena individual didn't tell you about. They were too afraid to tell you, and so then you find yourself kind of battling this week. Tower, Knight of Cups, and Two of Swords. All right, so for some of you, you're going to have a big Tower moment this week. Knight of Cups comes in, and Land of Indecision. So that's your soulmate moment, right? Some of you are certainly having a moment where you are calling somebody in. That person is causing complete turmoil in your life. Leo, turning everything upside down. It could be that this person coming in is turning everything you ever thought about your love life upside down, right? You're having a true Tower moment, and it just calls to me that this is certainly about calling in your soulmate. This is really lovable energy, though. Even though the Knight of Cups is very flighty and very flaky, I think here we're talking about not necessarily somebody who is embodying Knight of Cups, but they're using Knight of Cups energy to get close to you. So they're being extremely romantic, right? I want to say that this is probably a water sign. This may be your otter, right? And this otter is coming in on his horse, on his Knight of Cups horse, and he just wants to sweep you off your feet. He's being very sweet to you. He's being very affectionate. And where does that leave you? In the Land of Indecision, Leo. You're still not sure what you want to do. You want to have them. You don't want to have them. You want to have them, and you want to have another life as well. You're just like, oh, God. This is so funny because I really feel this particular spread, This is really turning your life upside down because it's forcing you to have to choose something, Some of you have been having a really nice kind of lifestyle of just being very casual. And this person is coming in and it's just like, oh, you want them so bad, but you want your life so bad and you just don't know what to do. All right. The Sun is coming in for some of you, Knight of Wands, and then we have the Empress. So some of you are going to get a bunch of clarity on a situation. You're going to get a lot of clarity on a relationship. Your Knight of Wands, again, is a fiery individual. He's very ambitious. He's coming in for you, Leo. This could either be your Knight of Wands coming for you, or it could be you going towards your person, right? But there's a lot of, again, calling in your soulmate action here. For some of you, you are calling in your Empress. And for some of you, you are the Empress being called in by your King. This is a real courtship type of scenario. And there's a lot of clarity here. So with the Sun coming in, I want to say that you both know each other. You've probably known each other for quite some time. And now the action is starting to happen. Of course, whoever is representing as Knight of Wands, they're the ones, of course, who are doing the action in terms of going forward, right, Leo? So if you're resonating more with the Empress, then your Knight of Wands is coming towards you. But if you're resonating more with the Knight of Wands, then it's you who has the urge to go towards your Empress personality. You've met your Queen, you've met your King, your Knight, And it's funny because with the Sun and the clarity, it's like I say, it feels like you guys have known each other probably for a very long time. You've probably been friends for a long time, and it's like the veil has been lifted, and it's like the clarity of the fact that you two are meant for each other is shining through this week. All right, so High Priestess, Six of Swords, and King of Wands again. All right, so some of you certainly are using your intuition to call in your soulmate. You're loving yourself first, all right? Because frog energy, loving yourself first, is very, very akin to the High Priestess. The High Priestess is so confident. Of course she loves herself first, and this is not in a haughty way, but this is in a truly understanding where true intuition and magic comes from. It comes from confidence and love for yourself so that you can love others. And so some of you are really embodying this week, right? And you're choosing also to move away from certain relationships, right? Your intuition is quite high, guys, and you're realizing that Six of Swords, you're starting to realize that some of the people you've been dealing with are just causing too much turmoil in your life, and you're deciding to move away from them. You're taking a journey. You're saying bye-bye. You're taking that boat and just saying, look, I've had enough. You know, I'm in my High Priestess, right? I can see now. Right? I can see, and I can see what's good for me, and what's good for me is for me to move away from you, right? And it feels as though, once again, you're moving away from turmoil and into the hands or arms of your King of Wands, because there he is standing there waiting for you, right? It's like, it's as if, again, loving yourself and calling in your soulmate for this scenario. And maybe even finances and career, in the sense that you come together with your king, and so you guys come together. You may even form a power couple, High Priestess and King of Wands, certainly. But it's like he's been waiting for you for so long in a way. Look at this. This is such a beautiful spread here. Your king has been waiting for you for quite some time, and it's like now you've made the decision to finally go away. Get in your boat, you know, and move away from this turmoil towards a more harmonious lands, and there he is waiting. You know, he's been waiting. Very, very beautiful again. It's a wonderful week for you guys, Leo, for love. One more. Let's do this. All right, King of Swords, Four of Swords, and Hermit energy. So some of you are dealing with the air energy, certainly individual. This person is very severe. They're quite strict. You know, the way they carry themselves is very like... it's very kind of methodical. It's very like, they can be quite stern, right? Yet they have their eye gate fixed on you again. And you're I think this character here, this King of Swords, is throwing you a little bit for a loop. You're not really sure how to deal with this character, this person coming into your life. They certainly have their eye on you, right? I mean, look at his gaze. It's like really fixed, right? It's like, I'm looking at you, I see you. So somebody's watching you, Leo. They want you, but they're also like waiting, and maybe you're waiting as well. There's some strategy happening. Four of Swords. Neither of you are coming towards each other. It's a real kind of moment of like, you're testing each other out almost, right? And then in comes Hermit energy. I want to say that this may be a seed that's sown for later. It's like you notice each other from a distance. He takes notice of you, he or she takes notice of you, but you are in a period, and I believe they're also in a period of kind of stasis, right? Let's see what else happens before we make a move. And after that is all said and done, I think, Leo, you go back into kind of a hermit energy where it's like you pull completely back, right? You're just not ready. You feel like... you know, I think for some of you, the possibility of something with somebody with this type of energy is making you feel something like you still need to do some more healing before you can totally trust yourself in a relationship with somebody like that, right? It's something about their energy. It's very familiar. I think it's very intoxicating in a way that it's drawing you in, but you're being very strategic. You're realizing something. You're saying, hey, hang on a second. Before I go back out there and deal with this character, I need to go fall back into Hermit and do a little bit more soul searching, a little bit more healing, embody a bit more of that frog energy of purifying myself so that I am really ready. All right, I'm going to call it. These are your readings, Leo, for this next week. I hope you like this new format. I hope it resonates with a lot of you out there. Please sound off below and let me know how you feel about it. Let me know if it resonates with you. Like, subscribe, share with other Leos. You know how much I love you guys. And so for right now, I'm just going to say have a wonderful week, Leo. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.